There's a common saying that states that lightning does not strike the same place twice. But on the contrary, you are about to witness where lightning struck the same place 5 times. This is perhaps one of the luckiest and the most insane rack that you're ever going to see a player play. If you have experienced something like this or you've seen it anywhere, please let me know in the comments. You're about to witness me getting lucky 5 times in about 2 or 3 different ways in this rack. So of course, if this is the first time here on the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button below, turning on your post notification bell, leaving some positive questions and comments down below, and do not forget to share this out to your pool communities. Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Elenio and welcome back to another training session. In this particular rack here, I will be demonstrating to you, as per usual, the principles of position play and of course the ability to visualize and improve your run out percentage. So let's get right into it here by starting off with the break, and I'm going to be walking you through my thought process. So as per usual, you're starting off with the side break here. Nice solid break. Cue ball got a couple of kicks there. Let's have a look at the replay quite quickly to see what really occurred. Nice, very solid, very controlled break, no body movements. The cue ball got kicked by the 4 to pop the 5, or I should say pop the 3 ball into the pocket. Unfortunately though, with the cue ball being on this half of the table and the 1 ball being on the bottom half, I am obviously going to be left here with no offensive opportunity. But as per usual guys, we know that the game of 9 ball requires a vast amount of skill set, and this skill set requires the ability for you to be able to understand the principles of the push out and the principles of defense. So in this particular situation here, I have no option. Well, I have 2 options. I could play for a push out, but I don't want to give my imaginary opponent an opportunity to play a safe on me. So since I'm able to see the 1 ball, it then just makes a lot more sense that I am the one that should somewhat construct a containing safety. There's not much areas for me to hide, so literally the only thing that I can do here is maybe leave the 1 ball in an unputtable position. So let's have a look here at my execution. I tried to roll soft on the 1. Needed a bit more. I needed maybe a thicker hit with maybe a little bit more side spin or maybe a slower speed, because I wanted to really use the 7 ball to kind of hold the cue ball behind and maybe leave the 1 ball on the side. Fortunately for me here, the 1 ball went close to the 4, which is on the nipple of the side pocket, so the combination isn't available. So right away there you can see that I'm having a look at maybe going offensive, considering that the 2 ball is actually very close to the side pocket and it has multiple pocketable options. It only makes sense, in my opinion, that I should go after this offensive cut down the rail. Now you're gonna witness me do the same thing that I did earlier where I count diamonds. I'm not sure if I did it already. I think I did it already, but I've counted the diamonds and I know that this is approximately a 60-degree cut shot, so it's very thin. We have patrons in the training area here. They are not aware that I'm recording, so I do apologize for that. But a little distraction can be good and it can also be bad. As you're about to see here, the distraction came with a lot of luck, and this rack started off with this unforeseen role that I got here. Nothing that I'm proud of, but I'm also very happy to be the one to have executed it here. So I've tried to cut the 1 down the rail and I missed the 1, and have a look at what happened there guys. Insane rule here. Let's have a look at the replay here. I aim it up carefully, try to execute the cut. It maybe it wasn't potable. I thought it was, but have a look at the cue ball going back straight to bump the 4 into the side. I got lucky and I also got unlucky as well. So have a look here. The 1 ball went to wedge up on the 7. Now I don't quite remember if it was a dead wired combination towards the corner pocket. Maybe it needed a bit of overcut on the 1, but based on the execution here that you're about to see, it evidently was not wired towards the pocket. There again, I have a very good friend of mine, Nisha Looney. She's the one that really gives me the opportunity to train, so I want to take the opportunity to give her a big shout out there and help me, give her some shout outs, guys, also in the comments as well. So here I'm down on the combination, miss it, and have a look at here. And what happened? Crazy, crazy, crazy roll. So I basically missed the combo. I banked the 7 on a double, passed the 2, came down, come back towards the 2. The 2 then bounced the cue ball into a possible position for the 1, and the cue ball also carried the 2 into a combination position. This is absolutely crazy. I literally was telling Shane that that is what I called. Obviously, guys, I did not. I could not have imagined that would have been the shot, because I literally looked at the combination. But I feel like this is one of the reasons why a lot of players don't really like the game of 9-ball in my country. They label the game as a lucky game, but I tend to disagree 110% that this game requires a high level of skill, and if you practice, the more you practice, the luckier you're going to get. I strongly believe that, because Efren Batteries also said that the more he practices, the luckier he gets. Now, let's get back to the rack. I've gotten fortunate twice in a row. It is what it is. Now I have to really assess or reassess the rack. Now, I do have a little bit of a carom combination here. I have a combination, I have a billiard, and I also have a combination. So it looks like I'm going for the 1, but here's going to be the problem, guys. I'm going to get a little bit of a distraction. Did I? Oh, no, I did not. The problem with this shot, and as you can see here, beautiful positional play there. The problem with this shot is that if I pop the 1 towards the 2 like I did, my fear was that the 1 ball would have rolled off into the pocket, and then I still had to consider playing position on the 5 if the 1 ball came off, and I beautifully went through that small little gap there to get perfect position on the 1 if it didn't fall, and also perfect position on the 5 if it did fall. So let me know, do you think that was luck? I can tell you honestly that I designed that position play intentionally, but some of you guys may disagree, but I did plan it very well. Now here is where you're gonna see again lightning striking the same place on the 3rd occasion. This particular shot that I'm about to execute here is a shot that you guys need to also be aware of, especially when you're coming off the rail with spin. It tends to come back in sharply towards the side, but watch this cue ball heading towards the side. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it rolled over something, but it literally rolled, and the nipple of that side pocket is what held the cue ball to be back on the table. I was saying to myself, after gotten lucky twice, how could I have scratched? And for some reason the pool gods was against me, was with me, pardon me, for this here. Now I'm on the 5, awkward back cut here. Let's see if I can get position back on the 6. And again, do you consider this to be luck? Going around the back of the 8 and the 9, just barely grazing that 8 and getting perfect position here on the 6 in the side. And if you thought that the luck was over, oh no, the luck hasn't gone. Now I have the 6, and naturally I love the cue ball moving around the angles, going around the table. So I decided that I wanted to go 1, 2, 3 rails. Instead I went 1 rail into the nipple, and the nipple of the side pocket put me into perfect position. That was luck. That was absolute luck. Had it passed the side pocket, bottom or top, I would have gotten position regardless, but I have to say that the pool gods were in my favor in this rack. Now, of course, guys, if you have ever experienced anything like this before, please let me know in the comments. If a player has ever done this to you, or you've ever done this to a player, let me know in the comments. I hope that you find this video refreshing and you've learned something from it. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Take care, guys. Bye bye.